Good morning, everyone. We are coming to you live via Facebook streaming, via YouTube streaming, and also via Skype online. Each one of you is welcome to this live streaming. Achieve total consciousness. Achieve total consciousness. Whatsoever you achieve in this life will remain with you beyond time and space. However, it has to be an achievement, not just a glimpse. You saw a glimpse of something, that is not enough. You have to achieve. And there is a great difference between achievement and a glimpse. You can see the Himalayan peak from thousands of miles away. You can see it in a video or in a picture, but it is merely a glimpse. But to reach those peaks, to climb up on those peaks is an achievement. A glimpse helps you to move onwards towards the achievement. But unless something is achieved, achieving means it has crystallized in you. Unless something becomes a crystallized experience in your life, it is going to be lost. You would have noticed many things that you have really experienced and have crystallized in you. They can never fade away from your memory. They can never be lost. A glimpse helps you to move onwards, to continue the journey. You saw the pictures of a tourist place destination. It's a glimpse. It helps you to move onwards. And when you reach there, then your experience gets crystallized. And when something becomes a crystallized experience in your life, it is not going to be lost. It is not going to be lost. In that case, you will have to start from the very beginning. In that case, you have to start from the very beginning. And there will be little difference because your unconsciousness is the shadow of your past life. Your unconsciousness is the shadow of your past life. Yet there is a far away echo, as if you have seen something. Certainly that will remain. And when you again get the glimpse, you may feel that this is not new. I have known it before. I have seen it before. But otherwise, only crystallized achievements go with you consciously. You get a glimpse, and after some time you get the glimpse again. You remember that something like this you have seen, but it is simply a glimpse. The moment it becomes a crystallized achievement, it goes with you consciously into life beyond, into other lives. You continue from one to the other. Not just a dark shadow, a faraway echo in the unconscious, but consciously knowing that those Himalayan peaks exist and you have been on those peaks. They enter with you in the next life. There will be no doubt about it, no wavering about it, and no question about it. This becomes part of your consciousness. You are asking, is it possible that we will totally lose these few glimpses of light, beauty, and consciousness that we have got through being in the company of the Master? You ask, is it possible that we will totally lose these few glimpses of light, beauty, and consciousness that we have got through being in the company of the Master? Such glimpses you have got in many lives before too, and you have lost them because they never become part of your being. They never got crystallized in you. They remain only as beautiful memories, but the memories are not achievements. It is as if you have seen something in a dream. Perhaps it may be true, perhaps it may not be true, but unless these moments of light and awareness become your experience and then crystallized in you, these will remain dreamlike. Crystallization of these memories, these experiences, is the most important thing. And only a fading memory you will carry in the moments of death. But when it is crystallized, consciously you will carry it in the other life. So if you feel that there is something happening now, make every effort that it does not remain only a glimpse, instead becomes an actual experience. It crystallizes in you and ultimately becomes part of your life, part of your being. Only then it can go with you into another life. And only then the journey of consciousness will continue. The soul's journey will continue. Soul's journey is not the journey of the mind or the journey of the body. There is every possibility to take all your experiences with you into another life and never to begin from scratch, but always to begin where you had already left in the past life. It takes a little time to recapture everything. For instance, each one of you is working in an office, and some of you have certain responsibilities that you work on certain projects. You are working on the project, it is Friday, and you could have finished this project in the next hour. But because of certain reasons, you had to leave it halfway. Weekend has arrived. Saturday and Sunday is a public holiday. You come back on Monday. You have to take back that project to start again. Now, in order to recapture where you had left, you will take some time. This is what happens when you carry it consciously, or maybe over the weekend you may be working on it within you. Or if you have not, then on Monday morning you will have to take a little time to recapture everything, and then the time that it will take may be a little longer, but it stays with you. So if you feel there is something happening now, make every effort that it does not remain only a glimpse, instead becomes an actual experience. It crystallizes in you and ultimately becomes part of your being. only then it can go with you into another life. Then only time you will need is to recapture that. A certain event or a situation comes in and everything becomes crystal clear in your memory. There is every possibility to take all your experiences with you into another life and never to begin from scratch, but always to begin where you had left off in the past life. This is how soul's journey continues. Soul is not body that each time you are given a new soul. But be clear that just a glimpse is very fragile. A glimpse alone is very superficial. However, touching it may be in the moment. Even tomorrow you may start doubting whether it really happened or you imagined it. And the life after life and life after this life is indeed a faraway journey. Glimpses are simply incentives to move forward, to move towards crystallization. Make it an experience so deep that it becomes part of you. Then there is no way to forget it or to lose it. Never remain satisfied with glimpses. Enjoy them, but use them only as an indicator towards the greater things to happen. To see something from far away is one thing, and then to become that thing is totally different matter. Seeing the Himalayan mountains or the mountain peaks in a picture, in a video, or from a distance is one thing, and to be actually on those mountain tops is a different experience. A glimpse of love is just like a breeze that passes within seconds. A glimpse of silence is just like the fragrance of a rose flower that touched your nostril for a moment and now you do not know where it has gone. It is important to crystallize your experience. It is not enough to have beautiful glimpses alone. It is good, but it is not enough. You should become the fragrance of the rose flower itself. The glimpse was only an arrow pointing towards the possibility of something deeper to happen. It did its work, but you remain there. In the past life also many times you have come across many beautiful experiences, many beautiful Buddhas. You came across many Buddhas, but you were unconscious. And even now, you do not know that there have been past lives and experiences too. Only once in a while you see someone and you have a strange feeling, almost weird, as if you have seen this man before, but certainly not in this life. You do not recall. You came to a place and suddenly you are startled, as if you have come to this place before too. Although certainly not in this life, everything seems to be known, but has been dormant in your unconscious. Life has a mechanism that life has a mechanism that whenever a person dies, unless he is enlightened, he becomes almost unconscious. He goes into a coma before death. Actual death happens. So he knows nothing about the death. And he remains in a state of coma till he is born again. All those 9 months in mother's womb are like a state of coma. The child is fast asleep 24 hours a day for 9 months. It rarely happens that somebody dies consciously. It happens only to great meditators who know well the path. Death will be coming on, because in their meditation they have traveled on the path again and again. It is the same path. As they go deep into their meditations, the body is left far, far away. Mind too is left far away. Heart too is left far away. Only a beautiful silence, fully alert and conscious remains. The same happens when you die. If you have been meditating, then death is not a new experience. You will be surprised that in your meditation you have been dying every moment, and you have been coming back into life again and again. Such a person dies very consciously. So he knows that what death is, and such a person remains conscious even in mother's womb. He is also born consciously. From his very first moment on the earth, he knows all that has passed before in the past life, and he remembers it. I have come across many children, and this happens particularly in India, because outside India, Christianity, Judaism and Islam is prominent. They have been conditioned the mind that there is only one life. They do not know anything about meditation. They have substituted meditation with prayers, and prayer is praising a fictitious God. Prayer has become an asking. Prayer has become a doing. Prayer is the doing, the praying should not be a asking instead your joy. Whatsoever you are doing becomes, the moment it becomes your joy, prayer attains to a new dimension. Meditation needs no God. You are enough. You are a reality, and you explore your reality to deepest core. In India, all the religions have agreed on one point. They differ in their philosophies. They differ on every other thing except on one thing. They all have agreed that life is a continuity. Death comes millions of times. Death is only the change of the body, change of the house, change. And this process goes on and on unless you become totally enlightened. Then there is no need to enter into another womb. Enlightened person need not enter into the womb unless he feels or chooses to. Then there is no need to enter another womb, because life has just a school, a training. Indeed, you have completed it. When you complete your education in the university, you do not enter in the university campus or the classrooms. Your enlightenment is the culmination of your education about existence. Now you need not enter into another body. You can enter into the womb of the universe itself. You are prepared for it. So whenever you are having glimpses, never be satisfied with them. Your glimpses should create a deep discontent in you, not contentment. They should create a longing that what is seen is far away, and you would like to come closer and closer to these. You do not want just to see it even from closeness. Instead, you want to become this. You can become love. You can become silence. You can become joy. You can become all those experiences, beauty, light, and consciousness. These are not things that you can not become. Instead, these are your potentials. You take every glimpse to its ultimate end, and that is what I call crystallization. Once it is crystallized, once you have known yourself to be love, light, and consciousness, then there is no problem of forgetting it. These experiences will go with you wherever you go, and in your future life you will be growing further ahead from consciousness to super consciousness. Also, you will be going beyond these experiences. But if you remain satisfied with your glimpses, then there is every danger they will be erased from your memory. Death is such a shock, surgery, and such a long coma that when you wake up, you have forgotten everything. Let your experience become crystallized in you. Then the continuity of life beyond death continues. Only this much for this morning. Until tomorrow, take care and do have a pleasant day.